Fitzgerald. Jacks in the home whites, Texas Wesleyan in gold trimmed in blue, and we are underway here in 2018 as the Lumberjacks control the opening tip, and they will work it on the perimeter here to Harris. Kevon holds and looks, now up top to Fitzgerald. He'll swing it around to Bogues. Wesleyan opening here in a little man as Harris goes down the right side of the lane, stopped. 13 on the clock as the Jacks swing it back up top to Bogues. Now 10 to shoot. Harris will let 5 from straight away, and he'll knock down his first three-point shot of the season. Jacks patient offensively. Get a 3 from straight away, and Kevon knocks it down. Texas Wesleyan now will see the Lumberjacks man-to-man defense. They'll try to get inside on the left perimeter, stopped by Nathan Bain. The pass back up top, closed out up there by Harris. As they bring it down low, get inside on the block, but miss from 3 feet as Juwan Jones misses. Rebound SFA, and the Jacks bring it back up the floor. Bogues will penetrate. Gets to the rim, but misses. It's rebounded inside by Devontae Fitzgerald. He puts it on the deck. Wanted to shoot. Instead, he'll kick it out. And the Jacks will reset the offense. A minute in, 3-0, Stephen F. Austin. Grurich up top again, working against this Texas Wesleyan defense. Down the left side of the lane, Bogues again leans in from 4, no good. Rebounded inside by Diing. And the Rams bring it back up the floor with Juwan Jones. Jones with the dribble, right wing, hands off to Diing. Diing picks up the dribble, goes into the paint now to Torres, and Torres walks with it as he works against Jovan Grurich. So Fitzgerald will inbound it here for the Lumberjacks, who lead 3-0. As early on here on a Tuesday night, Jacks are back at home Thursday night. Left wing with it, Bain. Nathan lobs it inside now to Jovan. Spinning in, goes up and under, puts it up, misses, gets it back, puts it up with the right hand and scores. Grurich scores from 3 feet with the right hand, and it's 5-0 Stephen F. Austin. Rob Thomas transfer from Southern Miss with the ball, swinging around right wing 3, and that one is good from Lual Diing, as the Rams get their first 3 ball of the night, cut the lead to 2, 5-3. SFA on the other end with it. Harris holds it left wing around a screen from Jovan. Harris with the dribble, in at the foul line, kick it out. Wide open Bogues puts up the 3, knocks it down, Shannon Bogues. As Bogues stretches it back to a 5-point game. 8-3 now, Stephen F. Austin. Rams with it. Thomas tries to penetrate, puts it on his hip, and they're going to wave it off and say a foul before the shot goes up, and Jovan Grurich will be, I believe, whistled for the foul. So Jovan with the foul, his first. And substitutions come in. Sammy Niemanen checks in. Also coming in for the first time will be Mitchell Sorrell. Sorrell, 6'8" freshman out of Houston, Jack Yates High School. Keep an eye on him. Number 3. As Rams will inbound it up top to Jones, guarded out there by Harris. 16 on the clock as Jones dribbles near midcourt. Now into a double team. Sorrell comes to help, and a travel as Harris stayed all over him and forces the turnover by Juwan Jones. Jacks get the ball back, leading 8-3. Kevon, that time applying the pressure up top, forces the turnover on the walk. Bogues with it between the circles. Left side over to Kevon. Kevon with the dribble, trying to get a little pick and roll, falls to the deck, tries to get it out. Bain saves it to Bogues. Shannon drops it down low. There is Mitch Sorrell. The dunk on his first collegiate shot, pretty high percentage shot for him. Slap, knocked away. Sorrell on the deck, has it, loose ball, picked up by the Lumberjacks. He's tied up, Mitchell Sorrell, showing how he's going to be. As he goes to the deck, and Sorrell had it and then was tied up. Texas Wesleyan, and they're going to say reset the shot clock, possession arrow back to the Rams. So the Jacks now will get the arrow as Texas Wesleyan inbounds it. Up top to Torres. Julian Torres hands it off on the right wing to Thomas. Tries to set a little screen. Bogues over the top of it. And now a double team. They force him back to midcourt. Back to Torres. Torres hits Sammy Niemanen. And they're going to call a block on Niemanen as the shot is good by Julian Torres. And Samalai takes a tough block. It looked like he was there in time. And Sammy asking the reason why he was charged with the foul there and getting an explanation from one of tonight's officials. Jeffrey Johnson, Travis Model, and Raymond Tate are the officials tonight. Torres at the stripe, puts it up and knocks it down. So the three-point play by the Rams. It's a 10-6 ball game, 16-24 to go first half. In Nacogdoches season opener. Harris into the circle, now back out beyond the arc. On the right wing to Bain, who holds, back over now to Kevon. Harris drives, gets by his man, gets to the rim, puts it up, and a block called on the Rams as that's going to go against Rob Thomas. So Thomas with his first foul. And the Jacks will get to the foul line with Kevon Harris for the first time. Harris a year ago. Kevon was a 68% free throw shooter, attempted or made more free throws than any other Lumberjack with 104. Knocks down his first. He's got 4 to lead the Jacks, who lead the game down by 5, 11-6. Nathan Bain will have a seat. And it's coming in will be Aaron Walton, the junior transfer out of Dallas Richland College. Harris at the stripe, second one up and good. Kevon with 5. And the Lumberjack lead is 6, 12-6. Rams up the floor. Walton will pick him up at midcourt. Thomas down low. They get free. Up with a reverse. They miss it. Rebound Shannon Bogues. Shannon will push it up the floor. Bogues in transition to Sorrell. He'll lay it up and in. 4 for Mitch Sorrell. The Lumberjacks off and running here in the early going. Juwan Jones drives. Bogues alters the shot. It's missed. The rebound tipped out. Diing has it. He'll put up the jumper. No good. Rebound Walton as the Jacks push it up the floor rapidly. You heard Coach Keller say we'll be fast. We are. Here's Harris for 3. Kevon has found the range. 2 for him tonight. 3 for the team. He's got 8. 17-6 now. Lumberjacks by 11. As Thomas works it for Texas Wesleyan. Thomas tries to drive around Walton. Stop. Now back up top. He'll bring it to Sam Lorenzen. Lorenzen working against Harris. Picks up the dribble, looking for some help. Finds it in Thomas. Thomas against Walton. Back down into the left corner. Shot fake. 15-footer from the left side is up and good for Juwan Jones. Jones for 2. As the Jacks quickly back up the floor with it. Drop it outside to Harris. 22 on the shot clock for SFA. Harris drives to the top of the arc. Step back. He wants another 3. That one rims out. Rebounded by Texas Wesleyan. Rob Thomas will push it up the floor. Down the left side of the paint. Thomas with the floater. Count it for Rob Thomas. Nice move there. Thomas, as he just drove the left side of the lane, and he'll draw the foul against Aaron Walton. His first 13th foul, and that'll bring us on the evening. First trip for Rob Thomas as he tries to complete the three-point play. As his shot is up and good. 3 now for Rob Thomas. Rams cut the lead to 6. Bogues with it for the Lumberjacks between the circles. Off of the right side, back up top to Fitzgerald, back to Bogues now. As Carl Nicholas is inside. First appearance as a Lumberjack. Nicholas, top of the arc, back left wing over to Harris. Harris with the dribble, crosses over, back between his legs, into the foul line, into the corner, down the baseline comes Walton, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Dave Brazil. Down the floor come the Rams. Thomas with the ball in his hands. Under 14 to go first half, 17-11. SFA in front by 6. Thomas with the dribble, right side against Walton. He picks it up now, looking for some help. Thomas it to midcourt to Cook Green. Now into the circle with it. Nicholas there defensively. He bodies him up and a little bit too aggressive there. He'll pick up the foul, his first. Carl Nicholas, again, the sophomore transfer from Pearland, played at Montana last year. Granted a waiver this afternoon about 4:30. And basketball staff informed that he was eligible to play tonight, and he was excited in the hallway at about 5:30 when he was told he got to play this evening. Another big body, 6'8", 210, 15 pounds. As he will add to that Lumberjack front line. Texas Wesleyan on the inbound and a travel against Joe Cook Green. And the Rams turn it over. And SFA will bring it up the floor with Shannon Bogues at the point. Bogues right side over to Harris. 20 on the clock. Harris around a screen. Back to the screener. And that is Nicholas, who misses on the layup, but a foul on the rebound attempt. Julian Torres with the foul, his first. Second team foul against Texas Wesleyan, and that was actually on the shot. So Nicholas will get to the foul line and shoot 2 free throws. Chance to score his first point here as a Lumberjack, as Nicholas' free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. Diing, Lual Diing checks back in. 6'8" junior out of Houston, went to Lee College. Most of the Wesleyan roster transfers as Nicholas scores on the second free throw. And the Jacks kind of been stuck on 17 for a while. That gets it to 18-11 now. On the wing with it, Rams in some trouble. Back up top, they'll swing it around right side to Smith. Smith tries to drive, stop. Now back behind him to Diing. Down the baseline he goes, gets inside, reverse it, score it. Diing, Lual Diing, 6'8" junior out of Houston with the bucket. And it's an 18-13 ball game. Rams want a timeout called. I think the Jacks with the timeout. And SFA will take a 30-second timeout. You'll be able to hear that one Friday morning at 11 right here on Q107. Jacks inbound it, leading by 5, 18-13. On the left side with it. Fitzgerald hands off now to Otis Walker. Back over now to Kevon. Kevon around a screen from Nicholas. Kevon drives, drops it to Nicholas. Up with the left hand, he'll score it. Carl Nicholas. Nicholas with 3. 20-13. Up the floor, Justin Flakes. Flakes tripped. No whistle. Wesleyan swings it around, gets an open 3 from the wing, and that one's up and good. Joe Cook Green. Remember, this team shooting 16% on three-pointers in their first 3 games. Tonight they've knocked down a couple already. 4-point game, 20-16. Bogues between the circles for SFA. Right side over to Harris. 12:05 to go first half. Kevon back to Nicholas. Spins into the paint, slapped away, but right to Otis Walker. He'll pick it up. Floater is up off the iron, no good, but the tip in is good for Carl Nicholas. 5 now for Nicholas. Here's a drive again. Wesleyan puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, it's loose. Diing has it, but falls to the floor, and that'll be a travel, I believe, against Texas Wesleyan. And that brings us to another media timeout. 11:43 to go here in the first half tonight. Lumberjacks lead it. Semelai Niemanen, Shannon Bogues, Jovan Gruich, Kevon Harris, and Otis Walker on the floor right now for SFA. As Bogues at the point, works it up the floor for the Lumberjacks. Around a high screen, back to Jovan up top. Now to Otis Walker on the left wing, looking inside against zone defense. And the Lumberjacks swing it back around now. Harris stolen up top on the breakaway. Here comes Joe Cook Green. He'll get the easy layup as he stepped into the passing lane, takes it away. And the Lumberjacks commit their first turnover of the night, and it turns into 2 points for Wesleyan. 22-18, 4-point game. Niemanen up top for 3 off the side of the rim, no good. That will bound out of bounds. Turnover, or go over to Texas Wesleyan, as that will be their 4th rebound of the night. Jacks with 5. Lumberjacks right now 6 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 4 on three-pointers, but Texas Wesleyan shooting a good percentage right now as well, 4 of 8 from the field. As the Rams work it on the left wing around Gruich into the corner, back on the wing now to Diing. Diing walks with it as he starts his move, and he'll turn it over third turnover of the night for Texas Wesleyan. Jacks by 4, and they have led the entire way. Jumped out to a 5-0 lead. I believe their largest lead has been 7. Jacks with it. Up top again, Gruich. On the left side to Bogues. Shannon back to Walker. Walker down to the baseline, inside to Jovan. Right-hand hook shot, wild and missing. And rebounded by the Rams, but knocked away, and the Lumberjacks will get it back. 10-11 to play here in the first half. Gruich on the left side over to Harris. Now Shannon. Shannon down the right side of the lane, knocked away. Gruich goes to the deck. Rams come up with a loose ball, and they will get it on another SFA turnover, their second. And Texas Wesleyan with a quick timeout, 8:30. And we will Thursday. We'll have basketball in the air for you, so he'll come here. And we'll chat for about 8 or 10 minutes about Lumberjack football. Rob Thomas with it into the right corner. A 3 up, off the rim, no good. As Walker went flying at the Rams, Jacks rushing it back up the floor the other way. Bogues up with a shot, it won't go. But he's fouled by Juwan Jones. Jones with his first. Rams third. And to the free throw line will go Shannon Bogues. SFA 3 of 4 tonight at the foul line. Bogues last year, 79.5% free throw shooter, 93 of 117 attempts. Second most makes on the team, and Bogues makes his first. 4 now for Shannon Bogues. As Nathan Bain will come in, Kevon will go to the bench. Harris right now with 8 points, and they all came in the first 3 or 4 minutes. As Bogues taking his time, gets ready with the second attempt here. And he makes them both. Jacks back up by 6. 9:34 to go, first half. 24-18, SFA in front. Rob Thomas on the wing, working against Bogues. Around the top, down the right side of the paint, gets inside, finger roll up with the right hand against Neiman, and he'll score it. Thomas with 5 now. And the Rams hanging around. Bain, left wing. Jacks patient now here against this Wesleyan defense. Bain over to Bogues. Jacks kind of working the perimeter, having been unable to get it inside. Sorrell inside now, trying to post. 10 on the shot clock. Walker drives, and an offensive foul will go against Otis Walker. Lowered his shoulder, gave it a little shove, and the offensive foul, his first. That is the 5th team foul against the Lumberjacks. And with 8:52 to play, Rams have a chance to make this a 2-point game. And you see the replay there, and Rams back up the floor with it. Thomas wants a screen, comes inside the arc. Walker falls, 3 is up, off the rim, no good. Bogues with the rebound, and Shannon pushes it up the floor. Transition, Bain to the baseline. Through to the left corner, Walker from the corner for 3. That's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Torres. And the Rams again have a chance to cut it to 2. Down the floor, spinning into the paint, up with a floater, no good. The rebound tipped, and on the baseline, it will stay with Texas Wesleyan as Jones floated into the paint, but caught the front of the rim. And that rebound attempt tipped out of bounds. Sorrell, I think, got a hand on that. Kevon Harris checking back in for SFA as Shannon Bogues will come out. Kyle Keller said in the pregame that he would try to play everybody tonight. He has to learn about this team. That's what they've been trying to do for the past month in practice. They inbound it to Torres. Torres against the freshman Sorrell. Spins, fall away right-hander, good for Julian Torres. He's got 5. And the Rams have cut it to 2, 24-22. Walker, the freshman from Baton Rouge, went to the Dunham School. As they pick and roll, Sammy Neiman gets it from Nathan Bain, and Sammy with his first bucket of the season. And the Jacks stretch it back to a 4-point game. As Texas Wesleyan on the wing gets it knocked out of bounds. Neiman tips it out of bounds. It will stay with Wesleyan, but now we've got a timeout on the floor. 7:46 to go. First half, 26:46 to play. As the Jacks, they will inbound it. Blocked by Sorrell. Out top of the key to Jones. Rams with 17 on the shot clock. Jones tries to get around Walker. Walker puts a hand on him, and he'll draw the foul. Honest Walker with his second big-time block there by Mitch Sorrell. As we'll get a second look at it here off the inbounds. They spin there, but there is Mitch Sorrell. He is athletic. The block for him. Rams with the ball, trying to get a 20 on the shot clock after the foul, and they will work on the perimeter here. Thomas with the dribble against Bogues. He'll feed it inside. Torres from 10, no good. The rebound tipped around, and Kevon puts two hands on it. And Harris will bring it up here for the Lumberjacks. Left wing with it. Jacks by 4. Harris over to the right side to Nathan Bain. Nate with the dribble now, coming left. Back to Harris. Sorrell trying to post inside against Torres. They can't feed it in there. Now he'll leave, and Harris will try to drive. Stopped. Out now to Bogue. Shannon late in the clock puts up a long three. It's no good. Rebound by Julian Torres. And the Rams again back up the floor, have a chance to cut it to 2. Into the wing. A three could make it 1, and it's good. Sam Lorenzen splashes it from downtown. Rams' third three of the night. It's a 1-point game, 26-25. Harris, who has 2 3 balls on the night, thought about it. Instead, they'll swing it around. 6:35 to go here in the first half. Jacks need to put a little run together. Harris to Bain. Nate down the left side of the lane. Stopped. He's fouled. Shot won't go. But Bain will go to the foul line to shoot 2. As the foul will go against Julian Torres. His first. He becomes the first player in the game, or first Ram in the game, with 2 fouls. As Nathan Bain now will get to the foul line to shoot 2. Bain on the season a year ago, 69% free throw shooter, misses that one. Devontae Fitzgerald will check back in for the Lumberjacks, as Mitch Sorrell will have a seat. As Bain misses them both, but the rebound by Fitzgerald as he comes off the bench, gets an offensive board and slams it through. The Jacks stretch the lead back to 3 now, 28-25. With the dribble, Rob Thomas. Thomas splits the defenders, kicks it out left wing. 3 is up, good for Lorenzen. Back-to-back threes for Sam Lorenzen. And the Rams now with 4 threes on the night have tied this one up at 28. Fitzgerald, he'll stop and pop for 3. Heel of the rim, no good. The high rebound, loose. Picked up by Texas Wesleyan in the paint. Brazil up the floor with it. Comes the Rams. Chance to take their first lead. They get it down on the block. Down along the baseline, stolen away Fitzgerald. Here come the Jacks on the break. On the wing, Bogues. Shannon, little Euro step. Misses short. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Will go back to Texas Wesleyan. As the Jacks again up and down the floor, but unable to get a shot to fall of late. As we are back live action here. Rams walking it up this time. Rob Thomas. Thomas picked up at midcourt by Bogues. They try to roll it down inside. I think Fitzgerald got a hand on that. Here come the Jacks on the break. There is a finish. Nathan Bain. Jacks back up by 2, 30-28. Rob Thomas again here, pushed to the side by Bogues. Here comes the double team, Niemanen. Now Thomas out of trouble, down inside. Brazil, they'll get it in down low, and he will lay it up and in. As Sammy came up top, and they drop it down behind him and get an easy basket. Tied at 30. Fitzgerald into the corner to Harris. 4:43 to play, first half. Tied at 30. Harris drives, is tied up, and the possession arrow will stay with the Lumberjacks with 15 to shoot. Carl Nicholas at the table. He'll check in. As Harris, one of the returners, the Lumberjacks know what they've gotten him. And Shannon Bogues, Como and Augustin, Nathan Bain, Sammy Niemanen, Holyfield hurt right now. There's a move by Fitzgerald. The putback by Carl Nicholas. I think the Jacks are starting to figure out what they got in him. 7 now for Carl Nicholas, the transfer from Montana. SFA back up by 2, 32-30. Thomas working against Bogues. Here along the near side. Back up top of the arc. Bounce it into the paint. Stopped. Back outside Thomas. Thomas to within 10. Kick it out of the wing. Lorenzen unable to get his shot away that time. Back to Brazil up top. Working it against Nicholas. Around him. Up with the left hand. That'll be goaltending. Count it for Dare Brazil. He's got 4. And it's a 2-point game, 32-30, and that's a media timeout. 3:58 to play here in the first period. Jacks 48%. And Texas Wesleyan right now 56.5% from the floor. Jacks, though, with a basketball in their hand and a tie ball game. Have not trailed, but they've come close a couple of times to falling behind. Here's Harris. Right side over to Bain. Doesn't catch it cleanly. Now Nathan drives, bumped, puts up the floater, and it's good. Nathan Bain. Jacks back up by 2. 4 now for Nate Bain. Jacks with a whistle. Foul will go against Kevon Harris, his first. 34-32, Lumberjacks by a couple. And this will send Juwan Jones to the foul line. Jones on the season, 17 of 22 from the stripe in their first 2 ball games. And he'll have one more as he makes the first. Just looking here, Lorenzen with a couple of threes tonight. Lorenzen coming into play in their first 3 games. He's 0 for 12 from the field. Tonight, shooting it pretty well. So a couple of makes there by Jones. Ties the game up once again at 34. Fitzgerald over to Bain, left wing. Nate holds, looks. Back up top now to Nicholas. Right side over to Kevon Harris. This, perhaps, I would think right now, with the players that can play right now for the Lumberjacks, this has got to be the most athletic combination the Jacks could put on the floor. As Kevon picks up his second, an offensive foul. Slammed into a Ram defender after the pass. They need to close out this first half strong here. 3 minutes to go. Bain now picking them up top of the arc with Juwan Jones. Now Niemanen. Jones with a push-off against Sammy Niemanen, and the Rams will turn it over for the 9th time. Juwan Jones with his second. 15th foul now against Texas Wesleyan. As Niemanen inbounds it to Shannon Bogues. Shannon, 1 field goal tonight, a 3. He's got 5 points. Bogues had 4 games of 30 or more a year ago. Here's Nathan Bain on the wing around a Nicholas screen. Nate back to Nicholas through his hands along the baseline. Turnover, SFA. As Otis Walker off the bench for the Lumberjacks. Checking in for Texas Wesleyan will be Justin Flakes, 5'11" sophomore out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Tie ball game at 34. Rams trying to get their first lead of the night. Flakes with the dribble. Walker picks him up around the screen to the left. Back up top now to Brazil. Brazil in the circle. Picks it up, looking for somewhere to go with it. Back up now on the left side to Cook Green. Cook Green now working against Bogues. Now Niemanen comes to help. A double team. Pass across the floor down to the left wing. Wide open 3. Off the rim, no good. The tip up will not go. Rebound out of bounds off the hands of a Ram. Joe Cook Green got a hand on that. And it will go to SFA. So the Jacks hold serve. Still a tie game at 34. They've not trailed. And a chance once again to regain the lead here. Bogues off of the left side to Otis Walker. Pick and roll back to Nicholas. Shot fake. Gets inside, then blocked by Brazil. And up the floor with it comes the Rams. Cook Green in traffic, picks it up, cross court, wide open. 3, that one no good. That one more looked like a 0 for 12 start. Sam Lorenzen misfires on that one, front of the rim. Kevon Harris tries to find it. That one too hard, but the rebound straight back to Harris, and he's fouled on the rebound attempt. Foul by Brazil, his first. 6th team foul, so neither team really has shot the front end of the 1-and-1 here. Jacks with 8 fouls, but the 8th was, or 7th and 8th were offensive fouls. And now Jacks inbounding here. Next one puts them in the bonus. Up top, Niemanen. Sammy hands it back to Bogues in a 34-34 tie. Shannon drives, kicks it out. Harris up top, Niemanen. Wide open 3. Sammy knocks it down. Niemanen from downtown. He's got 5. Jacks lead by 3. 37-34. Minute 19 left here in the first half. And Wesleyan takes a timeout. Each team is taking a couple of timeouts here in the first half. Basketball at the University of Miami. Opening round game of the women's preseason NIT. And then Saturday afternoon at 3, it's SFA football here on Q107. As the Jacks travel down to Thibodaux to take on Nicholls State. And they were going to inbound it in front of the Ram bench until Coach Shingleton said, hey, weren't we over there when we called timeout? So we'll inbound it up here now. So 37-34, 3-point SFA lead. Rams with the ball, Rob Thomas working against Walker. Thomas, lob it down the lane, getting inside and scoring will be Brazil as he just throws it over the top of the defense and nobody guarding the rim. And Texas Wesleyan scores easily, 37-36. Bogues back up the floor. About a 30-second differential shot clock and game clock. 20 on the shot clock, 52 on the game clock here for the Jacks. Bogues thought the Jacks might go quickly and try a 2-for-1. Shannon up top, Niemanen. Sammy drives it to the elbow, back behind him to Walker, an offensive foul against Niemanen. So Niemanen will pick up his second as he just stumbled after he got rid of the pass and into the Ram defender. And on the turnover, it goes back to Texas Wesleyan. 39 seconds left here in the half. Rams down by 1. Could get their first lead of the night here in the final minute of the first half. Thomas working against Walker. Thomas around him, stops, back up top, Diing. Diing will elevate for 3, knocks it down. Diing, Lual Diing, his second 3 of the night. Rams lead by 2, 39-37. Jacks can hold for 1 shot. 13 seconds left. 10 seconds now left in the half. Bogues with it. Shannon to the foul line. Kick it out behind him. Harris for 3. Kevon off the side of the rim. The rebound. Niemanen chases it in the corner. Lets it go at the buzzer. It will not go. And Texas Wesleyan will take a lead into the locker room at halftime. And that may be halftime. And that may be underway here. Texas Wesleyan with the ball and the lead. As they drive inside, floater from 6 is short, front of the rim. Grurich had a hand on it for a moment. It will go out of bounds off of Jovan Grurich, and it will stay with Texas Wesleyan as they will inbound it beneath their own basket. I thought that hit the front of the rim, apparently not. So no reset on the shot clock. They'll inbound it to Diing, Lual Diing, who leads them with 8 points. He'll hand off back behind him to Thomas. 10 on the clock. Thomas on the wing. 28 feet away. Back up now to Torres. 3 is up and good for Julian Torres. And Kyle Keller wants an early timeout. I don't think he has enough of those tonight. Now, as right now, quick look around the rest of the league. Jack's trying to erase or cut into a 5-point lead. Abilene Christian destroying Arlington Baptist 91-38. Bain up top, down the right side, feeds Niemanen to the foul line. Grurich outside to Bogues, 9 on the shot clock. Shannon left side Harris. Harris drives inside, bump, ball came free, but a foul against Texas Wesleyan, and that will go against, I believe, Julian Torres, and if so, that's his third. That is his third. And the Jacks Line it up like Kevon's going to shoot free throws. Liberal. Harris 2 for 2 at the line. Will shoot 2. Chance to score here, 42-37. As Harris misses the free throw, his first miss of the night. So Harris, one more opportunity to trim this 5-point lead. 19:02 to play. Kevon up with it. That one he will get the roll. Harris with 9 now. His first point since about the 5-minute mark into the ball game. 42-38. Rams pick up the dribble near midcourt. Almost throw it away. Jones has it now. Jones near the hash, right wing, guarded by Nathan Bain. Nate forces him to the side. He picks up the dribble and a walk. Juwan Jones with the turnover. And the Jacks get it back. And SFA is going to have to do more of that. Start playing just a little defense. You heard Coach Keller in the pregame. He said, we're not very good defensively. So far, I would have to agree. Here's Harris, right wing with it. Kevon lob it down low to Niemanen. Shot fake. Can't get a shot up. Instead, he'll find Shannon in the corner. Bogues dribbles. 10 on the clock. Back over to Niemanen. Sammy from downtown. Air ball rebounded by Torres. Torres. Outlet Thomas. Thomas on the left wing with it. Thomas dribbling now against Bogues. Back near midcourt. Top of the arc. Down the paint. Up with the right hand. Won't go, but Bogues with the foul, his first. But again, just patient, and Jacks couldn't stop the ball. Thomas able to get into the paint and get the floater up from about 4 feet. Mitch Sorrell will check in. Freshman out of Jack Yates High School in Houston. But first free throws from Rob Thomas. Thomas, 5 points in the first half. Give him 6 now. He's 2 for 2 from the foul line. Texas Wesleyan, again, 7 of 44 on threes coming in here tonight, 15.9%. They've got 6 makes already here tonight. And the second free throw is missed. Rebound, Mitch Sorrell. And the Lumberjacks come back the other way, down by 5 again, 43-38. Bogues around to Niemanen screen to the right wing. Shannon into the corner to Bain. Bain back to Bogues. Guarded out there by Jones. Pushed back near midcourt. Bogues now with a crossover. Penetrates. Scoot. No. But a foul. And Bogues will go to the foul line. So the Jacks being a little bit more aggressive trying to get inside. That foul against... Who did he call it on? Thought he hit it 2. Now he's going to say 1. Is he out there? Yes, there he is over there. That's his 4th. And Bogues at the stripe. First one is short, no good. He's now 2 for 3. So Torres picks up his 3rd and 4th here in the first 2:20 of the second half. And he will sit, I suspect, much of the rest of it. Checking in will be Dare Brazil. Bogues' second foul shot is up and good. Shannon now with 6. Jacks down 4. SFA without a field goal here through the first 2 minutes of the second half. Almost 3 now. 17.5 to go. Rams spinning. Floater from 10. Rims out no good. Rebound Sorrell. Outlet to Bogues. Shannon up the floor with it. Finds Harris on the wing. Kevon at the elbow. Backs it out now beyond the arc. Harris over to Nathan Bain on the wing. Niemanen sets the screen. Nate behind it. Finds Kevon 4 feet out beyond the 3-point line. Diing helps. Kevon to the foul line. Down the paint. He goes to Niemanen. Shot hits the backboard. Rebound Sorrell. He's fouled on his way back up. And Sorrell will go to the foul line. That foul will go against Diing. His first. Their 3rd here in the second half. And Mitch Sorrell gets to the foul line for the first time as a collegiate player. 43-39. And Sorrell good. on the free throw. He's got 5. His high school teammate Jock Hughes, we've not seen him tonight. Sorrell, second one is up. He gets them both. 6 now, Mitch Sorrell. 43-41, Jacks down 2. Diing down the left wing, into the corner, stopped by Niemanen. Back up top, Lorenzen, open 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. The rebound, Rams save it, inbounds, and thrown off the body of Sammy Niemanen, so it will stay with Texas Wesleyan. New shot clock with 16:44 to play here in the second half. 43-41. As the Rams inbound underneath, the inbound stolen away by Sorrell, then he's fouled near midcourt. As he and Diing get tied up, but Sorrell just out-jumped him and stole it away on the inbounds pass. And Mitch fouled at midcourt by Diing, and that's his second. And they're going to put the Jacks in the bonus early. 4th team foul already. Mitch Sorrell active here in his debut as a Lumberjack. Harris to inbound it for SFA here on the side as Bogues pops free. Takes the inbound here in the corner. A 3 would give the Jacks back a lead, and now Sorrell with an offensive foul set a screen, and it apparently not quite set whenever Juwan Jones ran into it. Mitch Sorrell with his first. So the Rams now and Jack substituting. Carl Nicholas will come in. Samalai Niemanen checks out. Diing up the floor, picks up the dribble. Nicholas closes out on him. Near midcourt, back to Thomas. 19 to shoot. Thomas with the dribble, working against Shannon Bogues. Now the switch, Harris has him. Thomas knocked away. Kevon got a hand on it. 9 on the clock. Outside now to Jones. Jones against Bain, puts up a wild 3, does draw iron, but the rebound pulled down by Sorrell. Jacks get a stop. Chance to tie, 43-41. Shannon drives, puts it up, scores, tie ball game. Bones with his first field goal since early on first half. He had a 3. He's got 3 here in the second half, 8 for the game. A move inside, shot up, no good. Rebound tip, Bogues with the board. Shannon gathers it in, finds Bain on the breakaway. Nate, throw it down. Nathan Bain, 6 for Bain. SFA regains the lead, 45-43. 15 and a half to play. And a move inside, blocked, out of bounds, off Texas Wesleyan. Media timeout. So after a sluggish start to the second half, one make was a 3. Jacks by 2, 45-43. Bogues into the paint, floater from 6, no. Rebound attempt, a throwdown attempt by Nicholas is no good. Here come the Rams the other way. Transition into the corner, Lorenzen, 3 is up, off the mark, no good. Sorrell will board it. Finds Bogues on the outlet, and up the floor come the Lumberjacks. Bogues into the left corner. This is Otis Walker. Walker, the true freshman out of Baton Rouge. Back now to Bogues. Shannon. Right side over to Harris. 14:45 to play. Kevon behind a screen from Sorrell. Now backing in. Spinning over his right shoulder. Back outside now. Back down to Nicholas. Nicholas with 2 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Front of the rim, no good. The rebound by Diing. And the Rams come back the other way. Rob Thomas. Skips it over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen backs out, working against Walker. Gets around him, now finds an opening, takes it, but there's Nicholas to stop it. The block. Rebounded. Wesleyan hit the side of the backboard. Diing. Rebounded by Walker. Otis brings it up the floor for the Jacks. To Bogues, left side. 14:03 to play here tonight. Harris out with it. Against Diing, gets a screen. Into the paint. Down low, he goes through the hands of Sorrell. He gets it back, puts it up, won't go, but he'll draw the foul. Mitch Sorrell didn't catch it cleanly, but ends up drawing the foul. Brazil with his foul, or his second foul, 5th team foul. And another shooting foul here for the Lumberjacks, and Mitch Sorrell, who's 2 for 2, back at the foul line for the Lumberjacks. You see Sorrell there just fighting. Didn't catch it cleanly, but got it back. And able to get a shot away, draw the foul. Misses the free throw attempt. And Sorrell now with 6 points. Chance for 7 as Lorenzen will go out. Diing will go out. Sam Smith will come in. Justin Flakes will return for Texas Wesleyan. Carl Nicholas, granted eligibility from the NCAA. You saw him there just a moment ago. Right side of the lane for the Lumberjacks. Granted about 4:30 this afternoon. Sorrell makes the second free throw. Devontae Fitzgerald, a graduate transfer from Minnesota, originally out of Atlanta, checks in for the Lumberjacks. Fitzgerald, 6'8", 225-pounder. Here comes Texas Wesleyan on the other end. Brazil on the wing. Give and go down low to the baseline, and a travel on the baseline by Flakes. And it'll go back to the Jacks as Justin Flakes tried to drive down low and takes an extra step with it. And it goes back to SFA, who's stretched the lead back to 3. Led by as many as 7 in the first half. Jacks actually led by 11 with 15:31 left in the first half. Walker over to Bogues. Shannon around the Fitzgerald screen. Down the left side, spins into the paint, kick it out to Bain down the baseline. Nathan Bain tried to go up and under, hits the bottom of the rim. Rebounded by the Rams, and Texas Wesleyan brings it back down 3. Down the right side, leaning in, kicking it to the corner. There's nobody there. Turnover, Texas Wesleyan. As Juwan Jones was trying to drive and kick it out into the right corner. Instead, there was nobody there. And turnover, Texas Wesleyan. And Jacks get it back up by 3 as Carl Nicholas will come out. Bain, Walker, Fitzgerald, Neiman, and Bogues right now for SFA. 46-43, 13:05 to play tonight. Season opener for the Lumberjacks. Bain around the high screen, over the left wing to Walker. Neiman now sets a pick for him. Walker drives inside, drops it off. Fitzgerald will score and draw the foul. Foul will go against, I think, Rob Thomas. And Fitzgerald to the foul line for the first time. And Thomas with the foul, his second. See it right there. There's a nice give. Fitzgerald with those hands, nice catch there, and puts it up, scores it. 3-point play for the Lumberjacks. Back to a 6-point lead now, 49-43, 12:45 to play. As Flakes works, Fitzgerald falls off his foot, turnover. Here's Bogues on a breakaway. Throw it down with the left hand, Shannon Bogues. 10 for Shannon Bogues. 51-43. Oddest defensively forces the pass cross court to Flakes. Flakes into the circle, picks it up, looking for some help, kicks it out on the right wing to Cook. Green, and a whistle away from the ball. And a foul against Devontae Fitzgerald away from the ball. Texas Wesleyan wanting, I think, an intentional, but it was away from the ball. And frankly, I didn't see what was going on. We hope to see it in the moment, but the foul against Fitzgerald, his first. So the Rams will inbound with 20 on the shot clock, 12:17 to play. They inbound, handoff, and a drop back towards Sam Smith, and a reach in on Fitzgerald, and he's picked up back-to-back. Oh, check it. This is going against Otis Walker. His third. He becomes the first Lumberjack with 3. And the fourth team foul on the Lumberjacks. 8-point SFA lead. Inbound, up top, Cook Green. Around Harris. Green leans in, finger roll, scores. Joe Cook Green, 7 for him. Lead is 6 for the homestanding Lumberjacks, 51-45. Still a lot of time, 11:53 to play. Harris on the wing. Kevon, left side over to Bain. In the corner now, Walker. Oddist, back on the left side. Fitzgerald, 15-footer, good. Devontae Fitzgerald now with 7. 53-45. Kick it, right corner, 3. Good from the right corner. Joe Cook Green. 10 now for him. 53-48, 11:19 to play. That's Joe Cook Green, not Joe Max Green, with the 3 from the right corner. But Joe Max could probably make them 2. Kevon back to Fitzgerald. A 3 for him, and it's good. Devontae Fitzgerald with a 3. 7 here in the second half, 8 in the second half, in fact. He's got 10 in the night, and another turnover, Texas Wesleyan. And immediate timeout after the turnover by through the first 9 minutes of the second half. And the Lumberjacks have regained the lead, 56-48. Oddist Walker works it up the floor for SFA. Bancourt South's a proud partner of Lumberjack Athletics. Visit bancourtsouth.com for a location near you. Nathan Bain finds Kevon Harris at a location he likes. Now Kevon, top of the arc. Back over to the left side to Walker. Fitzgerald trying to post near the elbow, gets it. Devontae, jump stop into the paint, up with a little right-hand jump hook, and it is good. Devontae Fitzgerald. 12 for Fitzgerald. Drop it into the paint, kick it through to the left corner. A 3 is up, good. From downtown, Sam Smith, his first field goal of the night. As the Rams won't quite go away. 8th three-pointer of the night for Texas Wesleyan. They had made 7 coming in. Kevon with the dribble, left side over to Walker. Again, Fitzgerald with the pick. Now he pops out, takes the pass up top, 8 to shoot. Back to Walker, 5 on the clock. Oddist into the paint, floater from 8, a little too hard, but the rebound back up. They say wave it off. Nathan Bain. And the foul is going to go against Texas Wesleyan. Sam Smith will pick up the foul. Samalai Niemanen was the aggrieved party as we look at the rebound here. Watch Sammy post. He spins right there. There's the shot. And, Sam Smith had a good hold on Sammy's arm, and Sammy kind of favored. Common foul, nothing spectacular. It was very common. Samalai Niemanen, I don't even know, why did it take that long to determine that that was a common foul? It was the most common foul. Sammy makes them both. 7 now for Samalai. 60-51 Lumberjacks. Move down the baseline, kick it through to the right corner. Back to the corner now to Cook Green. He brings it out against Harris. Kicks it through to the left side. That's Smith. Floater from 10, no good. Rebound, Fitzgerald. Jackson go up double digits. They lead by 9, 9:25 to play. Largest lead was 11 early on in the first half. Fitzgerald over to Harris. Kevon, left side over to Walker. 10 on the shot clock. Shannon sees it. He'll shoot. He'll score. Shannon Bogues. 12 now for Shannon. A move inside to foul. Walker and Fitzgerald were both there. They'll give it to Oddist Walker. That will be his 4th. The young freshman from Baton Rouge. And that will get Rance Cole off the bench. Sophomore out of Cold Spring, Texas. Redshirted with the Jacks last year. He will come in for the first time tonight. And the true freshman, Oddist Walker, will have a seat with 4 fouls. 62-51. Jacks have matched their largest lead of the night, as they will inbound it underneath their own goal to Brazil. Back now to Cook Green. Cook Green inside the arc. 15-foot step back won't go. Rebound Fitzgerald. Outlet to Bogue. Shannon pushes it up the middle of the floor to Harris on the right wing. Kevon gets a screen from Niemanen. On the right side with it. Elevates for three. Off the front of the rim. No good as it bounces over the back. And Corbin back in the control room had texted that was a review for a common foul. And thank you, Mr. Pate. It was perhaps the longest review for a non-blow. I mean, there was never anything that, no blow to contact above the shoulders, but okay. 62-51. Texas Wesleyan, Diing, kick it out. Cook Green for three, off the rim. Rebound out of the hands of a Lumberjack. Back to Diing at the free throw stripe. He misses. Fitzgerald after Sorrell this time boards that one. Gets the outlet to Bogue. Shannon splits two defenders. They knock it away. Gets it back. Back to Harris. Kevon in traffic. Throws it up. No good. He's bumped twice. Finally the whistle. And the foul will go against Dare Brazil, his third. And Kevon will go to the foul line to shoot two. But first, a timeout. 7:59 to play. Here this evening now have out-rebounded Texas Wesleyan 26-18. Kevon Harris back at the foul line to shoot two. He's 3 for 4 tonight, but misses the first. Make him now 3 of 5. Fitzgerald with 12. Shannon Bogues with 12 to lead the Lumberjacks. Harris can get into double figures with a make right here. Harris' free throw is up and good. He's got 10. Only 2 field goals, both of them threes, early in the second half for Kevon. Harris from the floor tonight, 2 of 6, and all of his shot attempts are threes. And a whistle. And a foul against Rance Cole, his first. Or did they give it to Bogues? They may have given it to Bogues. All right, Shannon with his second. Cole still without a foul. Nevertheless, Wesleyan gets it back. And the handoff. Cook Green dribbles right side, now stopped. Back into the circle, knocked away as Carl Nicholas gets a hand on it. He gets it back, a little Euro step, puts it up with the left hand. He'll score, Carl Nicholas. And a foul against Texas Wesleyan. Carl Nicholas, first points of the second half, 9 for the night. He can get into double digits with a free throw make. And the foul against the Rams. You see the knockaway there. Harris. Nicholas comes up with it. Little Euro step around Brazil. And he will put it up and in. Nicholas trying to complete the three-point play. Brazil with his fourth. And now he'll come out. Sam Smith will check in for the Rams. And Nicholas trying to get into double figures with a make right here. He will become the fourth Lumberjack into double digits. And he's there. He's got 10 in his debut. Found out at about 4:30 or 5 o'clock that he was going to get to play tonight and this season. 66-51, Jacks by 15. A move down into the paint, stopped, stolen on the kick-out pass. Harris with the steal. Kevon up the floor, right side. Bogues catches it. He'll feed it inside to Sorrell. Nitch, kick it out to Harris. Kevon with it, still on the floor, drives inside, drops it down low. Sorrell, now an offensive foul after the pass. Kevon Harris whistled for the foul, his third. Otis Walker with 4 for the Jacks. Harris with 3. They're the only Lumberjacks in any foul trouble here, with still 7:05 to play in this one tonight. And that will get Jock Hughes off the bench. Hughes makes his collegiate debut now. The true freshman out of Houston, Jack Yates, Rance Cole to the bench. So we'll see what Mr. Hughes can do. Build as a shooter, we'll find out here in a moment. Thomas with it on the wing and a whistle. And the foul will go against Carl Nicholas, his second. And the scoreboard has him with 3. Apparently we missed one, so Nicholas with 3 now. Jacks with 8 team fouls, so now Texas Wesleyan here in the bonus. Rob Thomas front into the 1-and-1. He's 2 for 3 tonight. His first one is up and good. Thomas was averaging 13.5 coming in. He's got 7 so far tonight. Gets them both there. Give him 8. 6:53 to play. 66-53 Lumberjacks. Bogues with the dribble. As he brings it to Mitch Sorrell, right side to Hughes. Jock Hughes, back up top Harris. Shot fake on the 3. Drives, has it knocked away from behind. Out of bounds, turnover Lumberjacks. And a substitution. Julian Torres with 4 fouls. He'll come back in. And Nathan Bain checks in for the Lumberjacks. Kevon will have a seat. Sam Smith leaves for Texas Wesleyan. XLER in Nacogdoches, where Lumberjack doctors and nurses care for Lumberjack students, alumni, and fans. XL24ER.com. 6.5 to play. Between the circles, Rams. Jock Hughes there defensively. Thomas with it. Back out behind him now to Jones. Jones against Bain. Backs it out. 10 on the shot clock near midcourt. Into a little double team. Loose and a whistle on, I guess, a reach in by Carl Nicholas. And Nicholas is going to pick up his 4th. Jovan Gruich will check in. And Nicholas will go to the bench. And to the foul line will go Juwan Jones. 2 for 2 tonight. That was the 9th team foul. Both teams with 9 team fouls. So each will be in the double bonus on the next whistle. Jones' free throw is up, and that one will rattle through good. 5 now for Jones. He was a leading scorer coming in, averaging 18 a game. Just 1 field goal for him tonight. 5 points. 6 now as he gets them both. His first points of the second half come at the free throw line with 6:10 to play. 66-55, Stephen F. Austin in front. Bogues down the left side of the lane. Back behind him to Gurich. To Hughes. Back to Bogues. Jacks without a true point guard. Shannon running the point here. He'll elevate for 3 and knock it down. Second 3 of the night for Bogues. Second of the half for the Lumberjacks. 5:45 to play. 69-55. Brazil top of the arc. Right side, Lorenzen 3. Good. Sam Lorenzen. His 3rd of the night. He was 0 for 12 coming in their first 2 games. And a quick timeout for you there. So the Jacks with the ball, up 11, 69-58. Bogues works it up the floor against Juwan Jones. Gurich pops up, sets the high screen. Shannon around it to the left. Back to Jovan. Back to Bogues, 15 behind the screen. Bogues from downtown knocks down back-to-back 3s. 18 now for Bogues. 13 of them in the second half. Ball loose on the wing. Nathan gets a hand on it, but 2 Rob Thomas. Thomas thrown away up top. Sorrell tries to save it, does. Mitch down the floor. Reverse won't go, but there's Bain to follow, and Nathan Bain will get the tip in. Nate now with 8. 74-58 Lumberjacks. Harris with a short rest, back up at the table. 3 from the left corner. Front of the rim, no good. Thomas with the rebound. Into the paint. Can't get a shot up. Lorenzen out of his hands. And that is a walk. Turnover, Texas Wesleyan. Torres checks back in for Texas Wesleyan. He plays with 4 fouls. Brazil, who also with 4 fouls, will have a seat. Harris comes back in for Jock Hughes. (74-58). Bogues. Shannon again pressed into point guard duty for the near future. Here's a 3 from the left corner. Bain. It won't go, but the rebound. Fitzgerald misses. There's Bain flying in. Another offensive board and a putback. Nate with 10. 76-58. And now a whistle. Foul on Sorrell, his second. And to the foul line will go Diing, Lual Diing. 2 free throws for him, his first trip to the stripe tonight. Free throw is up and good. Diing will have one more. And he'll get them both. 10 now for Diing, 76-60. Shannon drives, kicks to the corner, Bain, back up top, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Bogues, left wing. Shannon holds it around the Fitzgerald screen. Kick it through to Bain again in the corner. Nate up top, Kevon to Bogues, 3. Good, Shannon Bogues. So, he's still Shannon Bogues. He can get hot in a heartbeat, 79-60. Thomas down the right lane. And a foul as Julian Torres was going to try to go up with it. He gets bailed out, I think. Foul will go against Bogues, his third. And that brings us to the final media timeout of the evening. We will keep it here as the Lumberjacks is at the line to shoot 2 free throws. He's 1 of 1 tonight. Makes the first. After shooting 55.6% in the first half, Texas Wesleyan 26% here in the second half, just 5 of 19. They are 20 of 46 for the game, 43.5%. Torres' second free throw is up and good. 10 now for Torres, 5 in each half. Shannon Bogues works it up for the Lumberjacks. Shannon at midcourt. Sorrell sets a screen for him and rolls to the basket. Instead over to Fitzgerald. Back to Bogues. 15 on the clock. 3:20 to play. Bogues for another 3. That one no good. Torres with the rebound for the Rams. Up the floor comes Thomas. Rob Thomas back near midcourt. Over to Torres. Down into the corner they bring it. 3 is up from the corner, and that one is good for Jawan Jones. His first 3 of the night. He was 1 of 11 coming in. He makes that one. He's got 9 now. 79-65. Lumberjacks, 2:51 to play. Harris. Sorrell. Swing it left side over to Bain. Fitzgerald inside. They feed him. Turn left hand or right hand with a little turn hook. Devontae Fitzgerald. 14 now for him. 2:35 to go. Little double team near midcourt. Jones gets out of it. Takes it over to the left side. Jones on the switch. Sorrell there now. Brazil back to now to Torres. Swing it left side over to Thomas. 3 is up. Rob Thomas from downtown. 11th 3 of the night for Texas Wesleyan. 81-68. 2:07 to play. Jacks with 8 3-pointers on the night. Fitzgerald wants to add to that. He can't. Rolls off the rim. Rebound Rams. Up the floor come the Texas Wesleyan Rams. Left side with it. Up with the shot. That is good. As Fitzgerald had fallen down. Jones back-to-back 3s. Devontae had fallen down. And he gets up, though, and appears to be all right. Jacks back down the floor. Bogues tried to kick it to the right wing to Harris. And his pass wide of Kevon Harris. And it will be a turnover, Lumberjacks. And the Jacks will take a timeout here with 1:35 left. Jacks in double digits. 1.5 left. Rams with the ball, Rob Thomas. As the Rams penetrate, stop, back up top, Torres. Torres turns it over. And the Jacks get it back with 1:19 left. Up by 10. Gruich, Harris, Bain, Sorrell, Bogues on the floor right now for SFA. As Kevon will inbound here on the side with 1:19 left. Into the backcourt to Nate Bain, who hands it off to Shannon Bogues, who has inherited the point guard spot after injuries to John Cobo and Aaron Augustin. Jovan up top, swing it left side to Bain. Nate holds for Harris up top. 1:02 left. Shannon inside to Jovan. Jovan to his left. Back now to the foul line. Back to Bogues. 5 to shoot. Shannon straddling the three-point line. Puts it up. No good. Nate Bain gets a hand on it. Saves it. It goes out of bounds. And it will go over to Texas Wesleyan as Nate does not go all the way to press row, but just gets up on top of the table and stops in front of the Riders at the far end of the table. 81-71. Rams with it. Right wing, 3. No good. Rebounded Harris. 3-second differential. Jacks can burn off most of the rest of it. 28 seconds left now. Harris into the paint. Dribbles it out on the left wing. Now back behind him to Bogues. 18 on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock. Jovan, left side over to Bain. Bogues into the circle. Back now to Jovan, just inside the arc. Gruich with the jumper, and it's good. Jovan with 4. 7 seconds left, 83-71. Rams up the floor. Jones up top. Torres, 3 at the buzzer, will not go, and that's the final. 83-71. Lumberjacks come back after falling behind 39-37 at the break.